Tom King, of course, teased the more romance of Batcat and stuff, and the big changes they're talking about is the arrival of Helena Wayne. And I am really thinking it's going to happen. I know it would be something big for that one. Like if they bring in Helena Wayne, and it would add more a dynamic to the show, with the comics and stuff. And I think they should do a Helena Wayne. I think they should bring her in. Like for instance, like Bruce Timm talked about bringing Helena Wayne Huntress into Batman Beyond. And I think they should. I think Helena Wayne should be in the Batman story. I think, for example, it should happen. It should be in the comics. I think it would add a layer to Batman, Catwoman. It would add more character. And Tom King, of course, hinted about it before the Batcat wedding. I think before or after the wedding. And a lot of changes happened, like Dan Didio wanting to go back to the New 52 roots. New 52 was his baby. It was his thing. He wanted to change the comics of DC. He wanted to do it more like what Marvel's doing. It's like, just go to Marvel if you want to do that. I think with Batman and Catwoman having a kid, the story of Helena becoming Batwoman was interesting. I think it was such a interesting concept, interesting idea. And it really would evolve the characters. It would evolve Batman, Catwoman, more as individuals. Like, it'd be interesting. I mean, look what they did with Superman and Lois when they had a kid. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think it would be, a great thing for Batman and Catwoman. I would love to see them evolve as characters and as individuals. I would love to see them have kids, have the Bat Family comic. I would love to see Batman Inc. come back with the Bat Family being the centerpiece of the story and them going around the world and fighting different villains. It'd be interesting. It would be a cool story, in my opinion. I think they should go forward with the Batcat marriage, the Batcat family. I don't want to see Batman. I know a lot of people think this would be stupid, but to say this, but I really don't want to see Batman alone as a character. I'd rather see him around a family, see him really mellow out. And that was the thing about Batman and Robin. I know it's a bad idea to say that about this, but Batman and Robin, I really liked seeing Batman, Bruce Wayne, sort of mellow with age. He gets older, he's more mellow. He isn't always brooding and angry and angst. I really don't want to see that anymore. I really want to see more of a mellow Bruce Wayne, sort of, a father figure for every character, sort of be the shoulder for them to lean on. I really want to see that. I don't want to see because you really feel him. That's true, yeah. I don't want to see Batman a loner anymore. I want to see him around the Bat Family. He's the Bat Father of it. I just don't want to see, the angst, angry, aggravate, the angry angst Bruce Wayne Batman anymore. I kind of want to see him relaxed a bit, It's like when I read the Peter J. Tamashi's Detective Comics 108 and Catwoman. I want to see Catwoman the same way too. I really want to see her sort of be the mother hen to all the characters. One thing I loved about Catwoman, and I love everything about Catwoman, I love the relationship between her and Stephanie Brown. I love that relationship. The mother-daughter relationship. I think it was such a beautiful thing because it showed a different light of Selena Kyle. And I love her relationship with Tim, Grayson, Jason Todd, Damien. She was, and Barbara, she was the mother hen, the cat mom. I really love that. I really want to see those two, Batman and Selena be the mother and father figure of the Bat family. I think it's time for them to grow and show more. I think, people shouldn't really be afraid of, that change, but the thing is, it would really show them, it would really further their ideas and stuff. And I really think they should go forward with it. I know a lot of people, including myself, I'm not perfect, but I criticize Tom King over the years. Do I think it was Tom King's fault for Batman 50? No. I don't think it was his fault. I honestly think that it was bad marketing, bad publicity, what caused it. And New York Times, the Times really didn't help. I mean, they really fucked over DC by releasing the spoilers the day before the book came out. And it was really bad on New York Times and the Times Magazine and DC for, yes, you are perfect. I know, but I sort of am feeling bad for, what I said about Tom King. But, I think that, Tom King shouldn't be blamed for Batman 50, that DC should be blamed for it. They really left him out to dry, threw him under the bus for it, even though half the time he threw himself under the bus. But the thing is I don't blame him for Batman 50. I blame DC. I blame publicity of it. They hyped this book up. They, false advertised the cover with the covers of these two are actually going to tie the knot. And they didn't. They really just hyped this book up and got a lot of people's expectations and excitement of it, including myself. I was really finally they're doing something that is, I never thought it would happen. I never thought it would actually happen, and they really screwed it up. I hope with Batcat, the Batcat comic, I'm calling it Batcat, because that's what it is. I hope that Tom King redeems himself. I hope he gives the fans what they want. And reading that Warner Brothers and AT&T are having him hand over the script, the synopsis of the story and everything before moving forward is something that is definitely different. And I know that he said that DC, that Warner Brothers, AT&T wants something exciting to evolve the character of Batman. That is a positive sign. Yeah, Batman 50 broke me. It broke me too. I remember I went into the comic book store when it came out on the first release. And I remember everyone was reading it, and just the air got sucked out of the room. It was just something. And I remember one person who, it wasn't me, by the way, one person who said this out loud: "What the fuck?" Because, the thing about it is that many people, I think some people even talked about it, was that comic book stores got hurt big time by Batman 50. That a lot of people didn't want to buy the book. I ended up buying the book because I didn't want to cheat my comic book store out of it. I love the laughing emojis. I ended up buying the book because I did not want to cheat the comic book store I go to out of money. They ordered the book. I bought the book. I didn't want to cheat them out of money, so I think with Tom King getting fired I know a lot of people say he quit, but him being kicked off, but him being let go from Batman is kind of the wake-up call I think he needed, especially because Batman is a big deal, and there's talks of like Peter J. Tamashi's leaving Detective Comics, which I'm sad that he would be leaving because I really love his run of Detective Comics, but rumors of him going to Batman Comics kind of really has me excited because I hope it's true. I hope he makes the jump for it because I don't want to see Bendis take over, because if they do, they might as well change it from DC to BC to Bendis Comics, because it's just like this dude is everywhere. I have not forgiven him for Super Sons being cancelled. I think if Tamashii takes over Batman, I comment for DC. Any bad words I knew that day. I think if Tamashii takes over Batman, it's definitely going to be a big win for Batman Comics. I think it would be a big deal. Many people would read it. I would read it. Because the way Batman 108 kind of reminded me a lot of the animated series, because the Joker was written sort of like the animated series, in my opinion. I think Tamashii should take over Batman. I wish he would stay for Detective Comics. But, he's one of those guys that has to, leave. I love his run with Superman. So, that was a good run with Superman, in my opinion. The Batman movie, the rumors of Pierce Brosnan playing Batman. I mean, not Batman. He was going to play Batman in 89. I have to say that when he was going to play Batman in 89, but Keaton. Brosnan taking on the role of Alfred, I think is going to be a perfect choice. I think he kind of has that charm. He has the attitude. I think him playing Alfred would be sort of like a good thing, but also be a funny thing, because you had Timothy Dalton on Doom Patrol, and you have James Bond, a fellow James Bond, playing Alfred. I think that would be a cool choice. I think it'd be a really, really good choice to have Pierce Brosnan play Alfred. I think you need an actor who knows action to play in a Batman film. I know a lot of people are like, Michael Caine, he was in The Italian Job. And he was in Jaws 4. Not the good one. I love Michael Caine, so I think... if I had my choice for Alfred, it'd be Derek Jacobi. So, that's who I would choose to play Alfred. You always go with Derek Jacobi. If they did a Jaws remake, Derek Jacobi should play Jaws, the shark. So, I think Brosnan playing Alfred would be a good choice. I think the actor I really want to see play Gordon, I have to say this one, it has to be Clive Owen. Why not? So, I think Clive Owen would be great as Gordon. I think he would be... I know a lot of people are like, he's 50, he can't, Gordon should be a bit younger. But I think Clive Owen would be really a good choice to play Gordon. He has the acting ability. He knows action, he knows drama, he knows how to play characters that are complicated. You look at his movie Children of Men, he was really good in it. He was good in Sin City. He was a really good actor. He should play Gordon, in my opinion. I think he could play characters that you look at and you're like, this guy has something wrong. But he was also good in the show The Nick, which is a good TV show. I watched it. I really like the medical drama shows, set in the early I like the story. I like the story that's set in the 1900s in New York, and